All right, more review. We are going to start with equations of lines. So at announcements, I handed you the notes. Go ahead and put that in the next page in your journal and title the table of contents equations of lines and glue it in on the side that you normally glue it in on. So hopefully your journal is set up, and then we're going to do these notes together. I also gave you homework at announcements, so the homework will be due in class on Monday. But this is just reviewed as we did this last year in algebra, so I'm going to kind of go through this, give you a couple examples on each, and then let you do your homework. So if you'll remember, slope-intercept form was in the form y equals mx plus b. And the reason it's called slope-intercept form is because it gives you the slope, which is m, and it gives you the y-intercept, which was b. And remember, we usually call it beginning point because we always start graphing on the y-intercept. So you begin on the y for the y-intercept. So my slope, m equals my slope, and b is my y-intercept. So if I'm given a graph, I can simply find the beginning point, which is -3. So my b is -3. And my slope, remember, is rise over run, change in y over change in x. So I'm going to go up 2, 3, 4 over 2. 4 over 2. But I'm always going to reduce my fraction to get 2. So now I can put it in the form y equals 2x minus 3. Because if I had y equals mx plus b, my m is 2 and my b is -3. So my final answer is y equals 2x minus 3. Let me erase that. We'll do a couple more of these, and then we'll talk about the other form. Let's do number 3. Let's do number 3. So my beginning point is 0. My slope, I know it's going to be negative, and it's going to go down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3. So my slope-intercept form is going to be y equals -1/3 x. I'm not going to put plus 0 because that's redundant, and I don't really need to do that. So that's slope-intercept form. My standard form, you'll remember, is ax plus by equals c. And we have to convert it. We have to convert this into y equals mx plus b form because it doesn't give us the slope right away. So all these are given in standard form, and I'm going to convert them to slope-intercept form. So I subtract x on both sides, and I get y equals -x plus 6. And therefore, my slope is -1. My beginning point is 6. Let's jump over to number 10. And I have subtract 3x on both sides, and I get -y equals -3x plus 5. Hang on, guys. And then my y is negative, so I'm going to flip everything, and I got y equals 3x minus 5. My slope is 3, and my beginning point is -5. Do a couple of these real quick, and do numbers 8 and 9, and I will give you those answers. Filming. So, hang on. All right, so hopefully you got a chance to do number 8. You subtract 5x on both sides. 2y equals -5x minus 2. Divide everything by 2. So my answer is y equals -5 halves minus 1. Minus 5 halves x minus 1. My beginning point is -1, and my slope is -5 halves. I know I'm going fast over this, but this is all review. So why are we doing this now, and why are we reviewing? Because remember, we are talking about parallel lines and perpendicular lines. So if you flip over on the back of your notes, and we go up here, we're going to compare some equations. Remember, how do you name a line like this? If my skier's dead, he's undefined, that's not good. That's a bad situation. So I get x equals -1, and here he's zooming straight across, so my slope is 0, and I get y equals 3. But now when we compare equations, we're going to determine whether the equations are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So the same thing we have been doing, we have to just do a little bit of converting here. Number 1, I can easily pick out the slope of line 1 and the slope of line 2, and they're the same. So I know I have parallel lines. Let me do kind of a tricky one here for you, and then I'll let you get on to do your homework. And remember, if you're having trouble with this, come and see me in tutoring in the morning. Let's take a look at, let's do number 10. So number 10, I can identify my slope as -4 right away. Over here, we have it in standard form, so I'm going to convert it, and by subtracting -12x on both sides, 3y equals -12x plus 27. When I divide everything by 3, I get y equals negative 4x plus 9. My slope here is negative 4, so what kind of lines do I have? I have parallel lines. Okay, so that should answer all your questions. If you have any more, come see me in tutoring. Good luck.